This is how narcissists secretly undermine you. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're diving into a topic that hits close to home for many: how narcissists tear others down. If you're enjoying the discussion, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share with your friends. Let's talk about how narcissists are pros at undermining others. It doesn't matter who you are: their kids, partners, parents, neighbors, co-workers. They'll do it to anyone. Deep down, narcissists are empty, shallow, and green with envy. They can't stand seeing others shine, so they try to tear them down instead. It's like they're on a mission to wreck everything in their path, taking and taking until there's nothing left, and then demanding more. Think about it. Maybe you were planning to go to college, but your narcissistic parent shot you down, saying you wouldn't make it, or it'd be a waste of money. Sound familiar? That's classic undermining. Narcissists don't want you to succeed. They want to keep you beneath them at all costs. They're in a constant competition with everyone, from their looks to their intelligence, social status, hobbies, you name it. Their goal? To make you feel small, to invalidate you, to boost themselves up by putting you down. So let's talk about your experience in that relationship. I bet you were bending over backwards for the narcissist, doing everything possible to hold things together. You were constantly putting out fires they started, hoping for just a few days of normalcy. And when those days came, you thought, maybe things aren't so bad. Maybe they're changing for the better. But hold on, don't get too comfortable. Because as soon as you let your guard down, boom, more devaluation hits you like a ton of bricks. Gaslighting, silent treatment, stonewalling, triangulation. You name it, they throw it at you. And let's not forget everyone else in the mix, all the narcissists in their family, undercutting your every move. Did they know your partner was a narcissist? Hard to say. Maybe they recognized some drama, but didn't put a label on it. What's certain is they knew there were challenges in any relationship involving that person. So, take a moment to think about that. You weren't just dealing with one narcissist. You were dealing with a whole dynamic of undermining behavior. Tough spot to be in, huh? So, picture this. You're dating someone who turns out to be a real piece of work, and their family drops some hints. Hey, watch out, they say, this one's a bit of a serial dater. People come and go pretty quick. They're trying to give you a heads up, looking out for you, right? But what do? You brush it off, thinking, thanks for the concern, but I'll take my chances. And guess what? You end up regretting it. Maybe it was the mom or dad trying to warn you about their toxic kid, maybe even a narcissist. But you didn't get it. You didn't know what narcissism was, so you dove right in. Sound familiar? I hear stories like this all the time in my sessions. And you know what? It's not your fault. But imagine if the narcissist handed you a full-on dossier outlining their toxic traits and how they'd mess with your head. Would you have signed up for that? Heck no. No one in their right mind would willingly dive into a toxic mess like that. But that's exactly what the narcissist was serving up every single day. Week by week, month by month, year by year, the undermining just kept on coming. You watched as your friends, family, colleagues, even your neighbors, slowly distanced themselves from you. It wasn't sudden, but as the smear campaign gained momentum, more and more people bought into the narcissist's lies. And there you were, being undermined left, right, and center, without even realizing it. You couldn't defend yourself because you didn't even know what was happening. But now you do. Now you know that engaging with a smear campaign only fuels the fire. The real path to freedom is letting the narcissist's own actions speak for themselves. Eventually, their true colors shine through. People may take time to see it, but they do. They'll look back and realize who the common denominator was in that toxic relationship. Hint, it wasn't you. If you found yourself in a narcissistic relationship, healing is the next step. It's not something you need to do after a normal, healthy relationship. Sure, there might be tears and processing, but in healthy relationships, there's closure. And that's something the narcissist can't give you. They want to keep you stuck, thinking about them. That's just another way they undermine you. So let's talk about when they discard you. Did they sit you down for a heart-to-heart like mature adults? Nah, not a chance. They wanted to keep you trapped, stuck in that devaluation stage. They never wanted you to see behind the mask, to figure out they were a narcissist. From the moment you met them, they were undermining you. Think about it. When you first met the narcissist, they were probably putting on a whole show, acting like someone they weren't. They wore a mask to manipulate you, to get close, to see what made you tick. That right there? Undermining. They weren't being real or honest. They weren't saying, "Hey, here are my flaws, my messy history, my tendency to toss people aside when I'm done with them." No, it was all a game to them. See, you're headed toward growth, fulfillment, all the good stuff. But the narcissist, they're trying to drag you down. They can't appreciate beauty or simplicity. They'll watch the kids play and then try to one-up them, crushing their spirits in the process. That's narcissism for you, built on insecurity, always competing, always undermining what matters to you. Imagine you're into archery, bowling, and chess, right? You love it. It's your thing. Then you meet this person who's all about themselves, a real narcissist. Suddenly, you're not hitting the lanes or aiming for bullseyes anymore. Nope, you're parked on the sofa next to them while they're glued to their phones, swiping away and giggling at potential dates like it's some kind of game show. You glance over, "Hey, I thought we were watching this movie." And they're like, yeah, just keep it rolling. It's all good, but it's not. You're stuck, feeling like a captive audience, missing out on what you love because now you're their built-in entertainment. And then there's their inability to chill. If you were in a romantic relationship with them, you'd wake up alone more often than not. They weren't about stability or growing together. Nah, they wanted to keep you off balance, always unsure. Once they had you wrapped up in their drama, they figured they had you for good. And they do everything to keep you trapped, sabotaging your progress, messing with your head, and draining your resources. Your health, your finances, your relationships, all fair game to them. They weren't just bad news. They were like a wrecking ball to everything good in your life. Narcissists are never satisfied. They're always chasing more money, more friends, more trips, more stuff. It's like they've got this bottomless pit inside them that can never be filled. Everything they do, from flaunting their wealth on social media to jumping from one relationship to another, it's all just a show. Smoke and mirrors, nothing more. And let's talk about the foundation of their relationships, or lack thereof. You might have thought you were building something solid with them. But nah, it's like quicksand. They're not interested in building anything real. They're more about tearing you down and snatching up everything you've got. It's not love. It's a power game for them. They don't want you to heal or grow. They want to keep you trapped in their web of manipulation. And falling for them, that's like falling for your worst enemy. Because at the end of the day, they're not capable of love or genuine connection. All they care about is keeping you under their thumb, forever stuck in their toxic cycle. All right, let's hit the fast forward button before we wrap this up. So picture this. You've been doing the work, healing like a chump. You've embraced radical acceptance, cut off contact with the narcissist, and blocked them out of your life. You're on the up and up, feeling stronger by the day. But then, out of the blue, you get a hoover. That's when the narcissist tries to suck you back in. Now we know the rule. Don't fall for it. But hey, curiosity can get the best of anyone sometimes, right? So, let's say you entertain the hoover for a bit. They come at you with the same old promises, painting this rosy picture of what could be. But let's be real here, it's all smoke and mirrors. The hoover's just a sneaky way to keep you stuck, to derail your progress, to mess with your head. They want to keep you tangled up in their web of manipulation, dreaming about a future that'll never come true with them. It's like they're trying to throw a wrench in your healing process, trying to drag you back into their toxic cycle. Don't fall for it. Stay strong, keep moving forward, and leave the hoovers in the dust where they belong. Escaping a narcissistic relationship is no picnic. You got to cut 4 major ties to truly break loose. First off, the emotional tie. that deep connection they got you tangled up in. Then there's the financial tie, because they're all about draining your wallet too. Next, the physical tie. Yeah, that includes any intimate bonds. And last but not least, the spiritual tie. They mess with your sense of self and purpose. I've been banging on about this forever. Cutting these ties is non-negotiable if you want to break free from their toxic grip. Once you've severed all four, you're aiming for that sweet spot of indifference. You're healing, you're thriving, you're in your own zone. Remember, you're the main act here, not them. They'll do anything to stunt your growth, to keep you trapped in their web of chaos. But you're rising from the ashes like a freaking phoenix, getting stronger by the day. Don't let them undermine you for another second. And let's ditch the word narcissist for a sec. Anyone toxic, anyone who's been holding you back, they gotta hit the road. Set those boundaries, learn to say no. It's your best defense. And hey, why wait? Start today. You owe it to yourself. So everyone, that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. You're not alone. Remember that. You're not alone. And don't allow the narcissist to undermine anything from you, anything about you, or any of your hopes, dreams, or aspirations. These people they're callous, they're cowards, they're hollow, they're envious and jealous, and they do not want others to do better than them. I love you all. God bless you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. Have a great day, everyone.